So hi guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video we are going to discuss our next problem on array, and this time I have taken this problem which is EG, and this is from Geeks for Geeks. Okay, so let's get started with the problem statement first. What does it says? Okay, so the problem statement says that given a sorted array ARR of distinct integers, sort the array into a wave-like array and return it. In other words, arrange the elements into sequence such that array of 1 is greater or equals to array of 2, is less or equals to array of 3, and so on, right? So what we have given in the problem is like we have given an array which is already sorted, and we just have to make some changes in the array such that it becomes wave-like array. Okay, so you are seeing this condition that array of 1 is greater or equals to array of 2, and so on. This is the condition to get the wave-like array. Okay, so we'll understand it in a more detailed manner that what exactly the wave-like array means. Okay, so we'll understand it by using the or taking the sample test cases here. So if you see that we have an input array as 1 2 3 4 5, which is already sorted in ascending order, and this is the corresponding wave-like array. Okay, fine. So we have to find such arrangement of the array such that it becomes wave-like. Okay, now we'll go on to approach that how to solve this problem. So first we'll understand that what exactly the wave means here. Okay, so if you see in the physics, you know that the wave is kind of like this. Okay, simple wave is this. Then you can have the wave like this. You can have a wave like this, like small then big, then wave small and big, like. Okay, so this is the wave. Okay, so if you see what we have, so if you take this example, if you see here that this element, so here if you see this point is lower than this point, now this point is higher than both these points, then this point. So let me mark these points as A, B, C, D, E. If you see that A is at lower position than B, then B is higher from A and C, then C is lower than B and D. Okay, so this is a kind of wave. Okay, so similarly, if you see that what we have input as an array, so input is 1 2 3 4 5, and the output you got was something like I guess it was 2 1 4 3 and 5, right? So if you observe that this elements itself is forming a kind of wave. So how it is forming? Suppose here we have 2, then 1 will come kind of lower. So suppose this is my ground, which is 0. Okay, and from 0 I am measuring this distance, and according to the distance I am assigning the values as 2 or 1 and so on, right? So suppose that 2 comes here, then 1 will come here, then similarly 4 will come here, 3 may come here, and 5 may come even higher than 4. Okay, so if you mark these points, right, if you mark these points, then what you will get? So you will get nothing but okay, so if you see we join this point, then we get an wave. Okay, so this is the wave here. Okay, so this is the arrangement that we need to make in order to have the wave-like array. So how to approach this problem? So let us move here. Approach is quite simple. Okay, so now we'll see the approach here, that how to solve this problem. Okay, so coming back to the approach, before that let's have one we'll first see another example. So suppose that next example we have is something like 4 6 8 and 10. Okay, in that case the output should be what? Something like 6 4 10 and 8. Okay, similarly if we take another example, let us say we have one more element into this, so 4 6 8 10 and 11. If you see, then again we can have the output as 6 4 10 8 and 11. So if you observe the pattern from the input array as well as from the output array, then you can find that we are doing nothing but we are just swapping these two elements. Okay, and we have got the output, right? Again, in this problem also we are swapping these two elements, and for this there is no such companion existing to get swapped with it. Okay, so this is how the approach of this problem. If you see our initial array here, if you see again, then we have swapped this array and got 2 1, then we have swapped this array and we have got 4 3, and again 5 is alone, so we cannot swap it. Okay, so this is the main approach that how we are going to solve this problem. Okay, so I hope you have understood it. Actually, the question was itself easy, but getting the approach was not so easy, right? So that's why I thought that it is an interesting problem, so I have discussed this problem here. Okay, so now getting the approach, now we'll move on to the code part. So the coding session is quite easy. What we can use is that we can use a for loop that will go from I equals to 0, and then it should be I is less than n. I am going to make I value as I equals to I plus 2. Okay, fine. And inside the for loop, I am going to check if I plus 1, not I, if I plus 1 is less than n, then in that case you have to swap the contents of array of I and array of I plus 1. Okay, array of I plus 1, right? So if you do that, you will get the solution. Why we are doing the I plus 1? Because suppose the length of the array is odd, then in that case we will not be able to find the companion or another element for 11. So in that case we do not have to swap the array. That's why I have taken the condition here as I plus 1 should be less than n, right? I hope you have understood the approach and the code as well. So now for the formality purpose, let's go and have a look at here. So this is the simple code which we have to write in order to solve this problem. Okay, so I hope you have understood the problem completely, and now we are going to submit it and let's check it out that whether it is working or not. Yeah, so if you see that it is working fine. So this is how we have solve this problem. So I hope you have understood the problem, and if you have understood the problem, then please do like and subscribe the channel. We will be uploading more such interesting problems. Problem difficulty level mostly will be from medium to hard, but I have taken this problem as it was quite interesting. I found it interesting. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed it. So that's for this video. Thank you and have a